Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Unit 3, Form. Now, form actually just means the shape of the music, or the way that the music is put together, and it makes a certain shape of melodies and rhythms and harmonies and stuff like that, all right? And we only need to learn two forms for second and for third grade. The first one is called AB, the second one is called ABA. But we're going to start even simpler than that, okay? We're going to take a look at some musical shapes and decide whether or not they are the same or different, all right? And that's going to help us a lot when we start talking about the actual shapes of music in A and B, or AB and ABA next week, okay? Now remember, form means shape, but the word we're going to use is going to be form, okay? We're always going to talk about musical form. We very rarely talk about musical shape. Okay, so let's talk about what makes music same or different, because this is a little bit different than what you're used to. If the note names are the same, then it's the same in music. That sounds very simple. If the note names are the same, then it's the same. But that doesn't mean quite what we think it does. For example, if the notes are going up in one and they're going down in another, but the notes are the same, even though one's up and one's down, it's still the same, all right? The same thing with letters. If it jumps up to go to a letter, or if it jumps down to go to a letter, in music, it's still the same. Up and down doesn't change anything. And sometimes, not this year, but sometimes, it doesn't matter if it goes forward or backward. If it's the same, forward and the other one is backward, then guess what? It's still the same. But not in our class. I'm just throwing that out there so you won't be surprised when that happens, all right? So remember, up and down does not change anything. But if the note names are the same, it's the same, all right? If the note names are different, it's different, okay? Right now, we're not going to talk about similar. That's something you do later on in like 4th, 5th grade. Right now, we're only talking about the same or different. Okay, so let's take a look at our very first one. We have how many notes here? Count them for me. That's right, there are 4 notes. And what type of notes are they? Quarter notes, all right? So there are 4 quarter notes. Let's just write that down real quick. 4 quarter notes. Now, when we compare it to this over here, if it has 4 quarter notes, it is the same. It doesn't matter if it's going up. It doesn't matter if it's going down. If it has 4 quarter notes, it is the same. If it does not have 4 quarter notes, it is not the same. Okay? So let's just go ahead and start from the top. Take a look at this. We have 4 quarter notes. And now let's go up here and take a look and see what we have here. Now, there's 2 things that you should be able to see really quickly. The first thing you can see is this one has a flag. Is there any flag over here? That's a big clue. Another thing you can see is here's 4 notes, and count them. How many notes is here? 1, 2, 5 notes. Now we know 4 and 5 are not the same, so that's another really big clue. So right off the top of that, you should be able to look at this and then look at that and realize whether or not they're the same or different. So, are they the same or different? Well, this has 4 quarter notes, and this one has 1, 2, 3 quarter notes, and 2 eighth notes. So, it is not the same. Got it? Okay, it's that easy. All right, now let's move on to the second one. All right, over here we have 4 quarter notes. And right here, well, we should be able to see some things real quickly. For example, it has a hollow note head. Are there any hollow note heads over here? That's a big clue. Also, we know there's 4 notes over here. Count how many notes are over here. Only 3. And we know 3 and 4 are not the same. All right, so let's take a look at this. This one's 4 quarter notes. This one has a half note and 2 quarter notes. Is that the same? It is not. That is different. Now, our last one is tricky. You're going to have to pay attention. This is that rule I was telling you about. It does not matter if it goes up or if it goes down. If the notes are the same, it's the same. Okay? So let's take a look at this. This one has 4 quarter notes. Let's take a look at the last one. Now we take a look at it. We don't see any flags. We don't see any note heads. That's a clue. All right? Let's count to see how many notes there are. There's 4 notes. That's pretty good. All right, now let's see what kind of notes they are. What kind of note is this? It is a quarter note. Yes, the stem is going down, but in music, it doesn't matter if it goes up or down. It just matters whether or not it's a quarter note or not a quarter note when we're comparing quarter notes, right? All right, how about this one? Also a quarter note. This one, also a quarter note. And last one, also a quarter note. So what do we have here? 4 quarter notes. So, are these two the same? Even if this is going up and this is going down? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Up and down does not matter in music. All that matters is whether or not they are the same. So these two are the same. And that's how you tell the difference between same or different. We will use same or different for the next couple of weeks. And then we're going to even have a quiz where you will need to know the difference between same and different. So if you got confused, go ahead and rewind this and watch this whole thing all over again so you can understand. Up and down doesn't matter. All that matters is, are the notes the same? And these are 4 quarter notes going up, and these are 4 quarter notes going down. And since up and down doesn't matter, there's just 4 quarter notes and 4 quarter notes. They're the same. This one is not, and that one is also not. All right? Thank you very much, and look forward to next week when we start actually discussing the forms. Be safe.